Hey everyone, it's Vinny. Welcome back to Best Bets. Last weekend we got Showcase home. We paid over $8, which was nice. But More Than Looks ran second in the 4-star. Dave and the other Clement won the Saratoga Derby. Very frustrating knowing that there were some vulnerable favorites and they lost. We just had the wrong horses. But anyway, Showcase helped paying over $8 for the overall ROI for win bets. But anyway, we're back at it this weekend. It is Alabama weekend. Let's get into it. Race number 1 on Saturday is a maiden special weight going 6 furlongs. And I'm back on the number 5 Perfect Force here for Lucas. I really liked this one last time out when he ran a good third. Just didn't break well, and it was just track was kind of playing definitely towards the front that day. I'm hoping he breaks a little bit better. Saez has been riding much better in the last week and a half, so I'm okay with using him. I'm going to play him to win. I'm going to play him in an exacta. I'm going to play him in an exacta box with the number 1 Sandstone, who is going to be the favorite. Over $1 million purchase for West Point for trainer Shug McGahee. This one's been working very, very well. I'm expecting this one to run well. I think he's beatable. Usually, if Shug runners win on debut, they end up being fairly good. So we'll see how this one shapes up. I do think he's beatable here, though, and especially at a short price, I would love to try to beat him with Perfect Force. The other horse I'm going to use in my exacta box is the number 4 McHale from Mark Henny with Johnny B riding. I really like how this one's working, and I think this one just has a sprinter's pedigree. Sired by McLean Music. Damn Sire is congrats. I think this one is just a purebred sprinter. 6 furlongs should be no problem here. And based on the works, as long as this one can get out of the gate, which seems like he's been able to in the mornings, I am expecting this one to be a part of the early pace. And in these 2-year-old races, pace really does make the race there. So hoping that the 4 breaks well. If we can get this 5-4 exacta home, I think it will pay very nice. Using the 1 in there because I do think this one has a potential to be a very, very good horse for Shug. Race number 10 on Saturday is the Grade 1 Alabama, and I am going to single the number 7 Candide, who is the morning line favorite, but she ran a very valiant second behind Torpedo Anna last time in the Coaching Club American Oaks. She should really like the added distance today, and she should love the fact that Anna is going to the Travers and is not in here. I've been a big fan of Candide all year. She's kind of a weird horse. She really doesn't like to switch leads late, but she is full of talent. If she can finally switch leads in the stretch here, I think she puts on a nice show. I am going to key her in an exacta over 2 horses. I'm going to key her over the number 3 Power Squeeze and the number 6 Miss Justify. Power Squeeze won the Delaware Oaks last time out, and she just always seems to run the same race, in my opinion. It's always a good race. I just don't think that race is good enough to win the Alabama here. But it would not surprise me if it was good enough to run up for second, especially if you're playing trifectas. I think it is definitely good enough to run up for third. I just think she's a solid runner. We know what she is at this point. I don't think her best race can win here, but if others don't show up, yeah, she might be able to win. I'm going to key her as an underneath horse. The other horse I'm going to key underneath is the number 6 Miss Justify for the other Todd Pletcher runner. She keeps improving. I'm just not sure if she wants to go 10 furlongs. If she improves and she does want 10 furlongs, she will be very tough to run down even for Candide. But I think she's kind of going to... I really think 9 furlongs is probably the most she really wants to go. I think that last furlong is going to be a very big struggle for her. So I'm going to key Candide over her. My exact is going to be 7 over the 3-6. If I get a decent price on Candide, like if she's only like 9-5, I'll play her to win. Otherwise, I'm just going to play this exact if Candide's bet down to like 3-5 or something. Race number 3 on Sunday is the Evan Shipman going 1 mile on the dirt, and Donegal Surges for Todd Pletcher here just looks very tough. I'm going to single here. He was second last time out in the commentator stakes, which I thought was a little too far, going 1.125 miles. The cut back to 1 mile today, I think, is perfect. He has tactical speed. I lost to a gate-to-wire winner that day. I don't see a horse like that in here who could go gate-to-wire on him, especially on the cutback because of his tactical speed. I think he's going to sit second or third in a good stalking position and just take over when they turn for home. If he runs his best race, the others are running for second. I'm going to play him to win. He's a single on my early pick 5 ticket. Race number 5 on Sunday is a claiming race going 7 furlongs, and I am back on the number 5 Squire Creek for Joe Sharp. He already has a win this meet at this distance, at this class level. I had him last time. He paid nicely. I don't think he'd pay as nice today if he won. He is 7-2 on the morning line, so there's a chance we end up getting like 5-2 on him. I do think he's bet down a bit. With these claiming races, I like going with runners who are been consistent or running well in their last couple of races, and he just fits in my opinion. I am going to key him in an exacta though with the number 1 Trident hit for Ron Moquette and the number 7 Dittinger for Robert Reed, as well as the number 8 Milton the Monster for Michelle Nevin. Both Trident hit and Dittinger both have tactical speed. I think they're both going to sit a length or two behind the pace that I am hopeful that Squire Creek is going to be on. I think they could both run up in the second. I really think if Squire Creek runs his race, he wins here. So I'm going to key those two underneath him. And then with Milton the Monster, his run off the layoff was awful. He just did not run great off his long layoff. But his races at the end of last year really put him as a player in here if this pace gets hot, which I think it could. So I'm going to use him. He's going to be a big price. I think he's the longest shot on the morning lines. I think he's 15-1 on the morning lines. I think we're going to get every bit of that. We might even get higher if there's no scratches. So I'm going to key him underneath too, just as a bomb in case this pace gets hot and he comes flying late, because his race two back is good enough to beat this field, in my opinion. So at double-digit odds, I think he's worth using underneath in the exacta. If you're betting this weekend, use Twin Spires is the official ADW of the Racing Dudes. Use promo code DUDES and get 100% deposit match on your first deposit. Best of luck if you are playing this weekend, and I will see you next time.